This is the coffee table and the side tables that we're going to be working on today. I have had this now for several years. I'm not good at throwing away anything, but then this one right here got broken, and the only one standing was that one right there. That was the only glass that was left. So I'm like, what should I do about this? So this wood right here was a wood that I've had for some time. I was using it for something else, and so something said just put it on and it fits. And this one too right here, this is another piece of wood that I've had that just fits. So I decided, well, let's use it. Hello and welcome to my new channel. I appreciate you for stopping by. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please like, share, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss new uploads. Thank you. And I now have 154 subscribers, and it's thanks to you. And I mean you, especially you. Thank you. I got these wooden wheels from the Dollar Tree. So here I'm just trying to put it together, arrange it the way I want it. I think I used 16 altogether. So when I was done, I glued it together. I needed 2 designs of 3 together, and this is how I did it. Just glued it together, and you'll see what I did with it as we go on. We'll also be using this peel and stick decal from the Dollar Tree. So what I'm showing here is how I cut it out. So I cut it just as you see right here, and I cut it out, and that's what I'm going to be using for the design. And when I was done, I think I used about 6 packs altogether, and these are the pieces that I cut out that will be needing for this design. And this right here, I'm going to save it because I'm going to use it for another project. So I'm just going to put it aside right now. I spray painted the wooden wheels vintage gold. Somewhere along the line I'll show you the color gold that I use so that you can see it, because what I tried to do was to match it with the color of the brass of the coffee table and the side table. So right now I'm just starting the project. I'm going to be gluing it together, and this is what the first one looks like. When you're putting this together, you want to make sure that the wooden wheels are facing the same directions, and also that the peel and stick is facing the same direction, so there will be an equilibrium. So here, when I was done putting it, gluing it down, I'm using Mod Podge to seal it in properly. Not only will it give it the shine, but it will also seal it in so that it doesn't come off. So that's what I'm just doing here. So when I was done, I was done in no time, and here they are. I'm just letting them dry out. It looks like it's quite a bit, but it was well worth it. We'll also be using this Canning Snap lids from the Dollar Tree, and these are the ones that I got, and I spray painted it, and this is the color I spray painted the wooden lid as well. So right here now I'm just putting Mod Podge with a crushed mirror on the Canning lids, and just to give it the shine. So that's what I'm doing right here. So it's gonna dry clear, and I had quite a few. I've forgotten how much I used, but here they are. So I'm just gonna put it aside and let it dry. So this is side-by-side view of the painted and the unpainted. So as you can tell, spray painting it is a good idea, so it will match with the color of the coffee tables. And so right here the project has started, so I'm just going to be gluing it. I applied glue and then I put it down. And remember, the crushed mirror is sharp, so what I'm doing here, I use a wet cloth It's actually a wet napkin, a paper towel to push it in, because not only is it hot, it's sharp. So after adding a generous amount of glue, here I'm trying to stick it down so that it would glue very well, because I want it snugly so you can tell from one end to the other, and this is how it turned out. It's really sitting really nice. And now here I'm working on the coffee table itself. This is the three that I glued together that I told you earlier about. So what I did, I glued it in. That's the first one in the bottom. So when I was done, I ran out of glue and hot glues. So I said, let me try this two-sided stick and peel. Oh my goodness, this is good. I got this from Home Depot. I had this sitting at home. So that's what I'm using here. The only thing is that I had to put it in a way so that the black won't show, because that would be distorted, against the gold. So at the end of the day, I was able to use it, and I put it together. I glue it in. So here I put it in and I'm shaking it, and it is good. It's stick. I use a weight to hold it down so that the glue will cure properly. So these are the price that I got my mirrors for. I was surprised. When I saw it, I had to go to the front desk to ask if this was the actual price. Yes, the pack of 6 was $6.97 on sale from the $27 that it was. It was a real blessing. I'm so happy I got it. So here I'm wiping down the woods. I never use this wood outdoors. When I was using it for the project that I was using it for, it was indoors, but I made sure I wipe it down very, very well so that my glues and my mirrors and everything will adhere properly. So here I'm using a generous amount of very good glue. As you can tell, there's a very hold-tight glue. I think I got the one that sticks glass and wood together. That's what I'm using here. And what I did here, I glued this down crisscross. So I put the one side down on top and I put the other side down on the bottom. And why I chose to do it this way, so that when it moves, I can rearrange it from the other side. So I'm not doing from top to bottom. I did it crisscross, as you see me doing here. I use the same technique I use for the side tables for the main coffee table. So as you see right here, I lay everything down first. to make sure I got all the alignment well. And I use the same crisscross method to glue the mirrors down, as you'll see as we go on. When I was done, I wiped it down properly with a microfiber cloth, like the one I'm using right here. And when you're wiping it, you might want to take it easy, because I was just, doing them, and then they were moving. I had to realign everything. And after that, I, gently wiped it down, not with the force that I was using. And here I'm just putting some weight on it. I had leftover of this mirror. Like I said, for the price, I think I got everything that was there, just for future projects. But what I'm doing now here, I'm just putting weight on it. And here is the Glam wrap that we're going to be using. I got this from Joann's. I would advise not to use the Dollar Tree one, because this is a long-term project. I don't want to redo this, so I splurged a little bit. Even with that, I got it on sale at Joann's, and you always have your 50% or 25% off. So, but anyway, so that's what I'm using here. So I'm glamoring it up. Few hours after, I think this was about 6 hours or so after, when the glue has dried, not completely dried, but here I'm trying to use the glue remover to wipe it down, and this is how it turned out. This is how it's looking. When I was done, I applied Mod Podge around the perimeters to hold on to the Glam wrap, so that it would hold it tight and also give it the shine. I wasn't looking for that bling bling shine. I just wanted something that would, have like a mirror effect, and I went around and did it all. And this is how it is. And here now I'm I would advise you not to use this product I just showed you, because it left some films on there. I wasn't happy. If you could see right there, it was leaving something. I had to go get another wipe to wipe it down. And this is the first phase of this project. This is what it's looking at right now. I think it's beautiful, and it's very, very sturdy. I cut strips of the Glam wrap that I'm going to be putting in the middle. So what I did is just cut strips like I just shown you, and here I'm just laying it down. So I'm just going to lay it down, and then I'll use the glue to glue it down. And this is it. I think it's beautiful. So when I was done, I took a look at the wheel and I thought that it looked too simple. It didn't quite match the beauty of the glass. So I went to the store. I got this from Joann's, and I got this bling wrap from the Dollar Tree. So that's what I'm going to use to dress it up. I just thought it defined it properly and it gave it a whole better look, as you see as we go on. So on the arms of the wheels, I use rhinestones, and in the middle of the wheel, that is where I use the glass, the big size, glass rock right there. And I just think it's beautiful. When I put it in, I'm like, oh my goodness, it is beautiful. But what do you think? Let me know in the comment section below, please. Thank you. This is what it looks like when I was done. I think this is more beautiful compared to what it looked like earlier on. So, and this is my nightstand right here, and this is again the before and after pictures. Can you imagine if I thrown these away? Somebody would have made it theirs, but I took my time. This project cost me less than $80, and this is a Jennifer Convertible side table and coffee table that I've had for almost 20 years that I've just revived and made. It's now mine. It's now custom made. It's mine already, but it's now like my own handiwork. I really love it. And this is what it looks like at night with the lights on. And by the way, I will share someday how I made this centerpiece right here. Well, this is the end of my DIY for this week. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also please like, share, and please let me hear from you. Leave a comment of what you think. Thank you. Bye.